Everybody, Bryan Alvarez here on Wrestling Observer Live. We are here every day, Monday through Friday, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, Sunday, 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern, Saturday mornings with Jim Valley, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 Eastern, Sundays with Andrew Zarian. And it is Monday, January 5th here on the show, and it is our annual prediction show here on Wrestling Observer Live. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to go to break in a moment, and when we come back, the phone lines will be open. I'm going to give you the phone number right now. You can start calling. We got 5 lines open, and it is your chance to give your prediction for 2026. What do you think is going to happen? The phone number, 618-762-3275. That is 618-762-3275. 618-762-3275. I will not give the email. I will not give the text message line. You must call to make your prediction. And we're going to log all of the predictions. And then next year at this time, as we will do today, we're going to read the predictions from the previous year. And we're going to find out who was a prognosticator and who was a fool. And the best prediction wins a beautiful prize. It might be a plaque, might be a trophy. We'll see what I decide this year. But you must, you get one prediction. No predicting people's deaths. No predicting anything tragic. Just think of something good. Because if you pick something simple, like there will be 2 nights of WrestleMania this year, well, unless every other person gets their prediction wrong, you aren't going to win. You must be bold enough to get it right, but also win if several people get a hit. So anyway, once again, 618-762-3275, 618-762-3275. Back in a moment to kick it off, Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Okay, can everyone hear it?
Yeah.
There's a mystery bell at Granny's house. She can't hear it. Take off your headphones for a second.
I had them on wrong anyway.
Okay.
I can't get them on right. What?
Take them off and listen.
You have in your elbow?
Is the fan on a computer?
Nothing.
All right. Well, this is going to be an exciting show.
Gonna have bells ringing through the whole thing, and it's every week. It's got to be me.
Do you have a neighbor that's an ice cream man
No,
practicing out there?
I got a neighbor that smokes marijuana.
I'm sure you do. I guess
Whatever that noise is, I mean, it's still going.
Yeah, it's not going to stop, dude.
Brian, do you want me to get off here and go see if open the door and see if there's anything out there?
Kidding? Something's out the front door?
Is he ringing the bell the entire time?
No, Granny, you don't
Let
need
me
it.
in! Let me
It's
in!
fine. It's fine.
If it's death, don't open the door.
Thank you, Craig. This person thinks it's a stove timer.
Have you burned the roast?
No, I don't have a stove. You want me to just get off here?
No. We're going to barrel through it.
I'd love it.
You're not even doing anything. Granny, Nick says that you've got an old-fashioned analog alarm clock in Terry's bedroom.
I don't know. I got a new alarm clock. Battery operated. Is that what she meant?
Well, whatever it is, it's going haywire right now.
Oh, it might be my alarm.
Do you think?
But it's way back in the bedroom.
Don't worry about it right now. But when the show's over, you might want to go...
That's what it is.
Okay.
Solve the mystery.
Is there a reason you didn't turn it off when it started ringing?
Well, I wasn't in there. I didn't.
Duh.
I took a nap. I took a nap and set the alarm. I thought I shut it off, but I probably didn't.
No.
You probably didn't.
That's like
I would say with a good deal of certainty that you didn't turn it off.
Brian. That's life around here.
Yeah, I'm well aware. I do the show with Dave, too.
Say,
Hear all sorts of things in the background.
did I do that? You know,
Yeah, you did do that.
or I thought I did that, but I didn't.
In there.
I wake up and I see lights on, and I say, I didn't turn those lights on. What's going on?
Maybe the place is haunted.
Could be.
Okay.
It's my brain that's haunted.
Well, I hope not. Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. The show, Bryan Alvarez here. It is the annual prediction show. Filthy Tom is joining us, although he won't have much to say today because we gotta rush through these calls to get as many predictions as we can. We will, in the final segment, read last year's predictions and declare a winner of this year's prediction contest. Once again, you must call 618-762-3275. The lines are all filled up right now. We have 5 lines. If you keep calling and get a busy signal, every time someone answers the phone, it hangs up, call and try and get on. And one prediction for 2026. Make it bold, make it a good one, and let's kick it off. Tom, we'll get your prediction later. But let's go to the phones. You are on the air. Who is this? Give us your name, where you're from, and what is your prediction for 2026?
This is Matthew, formerly from Nashville, now in the San Fernando Valley. My prediction for 2026 is that Roman Reigns will win the Royal Rumble after last eliminating Javon Evans, who will be your Iron Man of the Rumble. He will go on to main event the second night of WrestleMania versus CM Punk, who will win that match. CM Punk will win that match, solidifying him as Paul Levesque's guy.
All right, I want to thank you very much for the call. He's a vet. That's how it's done. I should mention, by the way, that besides the phone number, if you are international, you can also use the international call-in line, which is callinstudio.com/show/WOL, and you can call in that way on your web browser. callinstudio.com/show/WOL. Let's go to the phones. You are on the air. Who is this? What is your prediction for 2026?
Yes, this is Stephen from Yuma. And my prediction for 2026 is WWE will not have one, but 2 WWE champions crowned this year who are under the age of 30, one of them being Braun Breaker.
2 under 30 champions, one of which is Braun Breaker. You're a former winner, aren't you?
2-time.
That's right. You're the 2-time winner. He had a special plaque that celebrated a 2-time prediction show winner. All right, Stephen, I want to thank you very much.
Does that count? What titles? World titles?
The WWE, like the top title.
WWE
Men's
or world
and
title?
women's?
Just the men's.
Okay.
Oh, he's making it even more difficult. Thank you, Stephen. Wow. The WWE or world men's titles. 2 champions this year under the age of 30, one of which is Braun Breaker. On the international call-in line, you are on the air. Who is this? And I know you're calling from Hamburg, Germany. Dennis? Dennis, are you there? If you're muted, you got to unmute, buddy. Oh, there you go.
Do you hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, Brian. Hey, Tom. Happy New Year, and congrats on hitting 5 million steps last year. Pretty amazing.
Thank you.
This is Dennis from Hamburg, Germany. I'm the reigning Major Melon Song Contest European champion, and I have a very bold prediction for you. And my bold prediction is that Bryan Alvarez, once again, will lace up the boots, step into the ring, and just like John Cena, he will give up.
Is that right? Yeah. I know.
I'm very, very sorry.
I know.
But it has to be bold.
Okay, that is bold. I know who put you up to that call. He's going to get it. And I will never be able to unhear prediction. That's what that was right there. I will lace up the boots, get into the ring again, and like John Cena, I'll give up. Yeah, we'll see about that one. All right, let's go to the...
Aren't you supposed to say something that's not likely?
Well, no, it can be anything. You have to say something somewhat likely because you're trying to win. All right, let's go to the phones. You're on the air. Who is this? Where are you calling from? What's your bold prediction for 2026?
Hi, Brian. Hi, Tom. It's Tara calling
Another
from
former
Marietta.
winner. Yes, Tara.
Star-studded lineup early on.
Yes. Excellent. Yes. I hope to. Last year I was a fool. This year I hope to win. And I'm going to predict that AEW will have its first pay-per-view in Atlanta in 2026, and it will be Wrestle Dream.
Wrestle Dream will be in Atlanta this year.
Wow.
All right, Tara. I want to thank you very much for the call. There's something about her calls where I'm like, she's got some sort of inside information here. The way that she makes her prediction. She's the one, I think, that predicted that you were going to come back and wrestle for Beyond or whatever that prediction was.
That is correct.
Good Lord. All right. Let's go to the phones. You are on the air. Who is this, and what's your bold prediction for 2026?
Hi, Brian. Hey, Tom. This is Coach Walden, your 2022 prediction contest winner.
All these winners flooding in.
Yeah. My personal prediction is we're going to win another state championship for the Bell Tigers in track and field, so go Tigers. But my prediction for the show this year is that your forever Ring of Honor World's Champion, Athena, will beat both Roman Reigns and Hulk Hogan's world title reigns. If you need a specific date, that'd be the day after December 2025, 2026.
So she has to be the champion until December of 2026 to beat both of those reigns?
That's correct.
Yeah, and you know what ROH has at the end of the year? Final Battle, which Athena has been the main eventer for many times. What a good prediction that is. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Thank you very much, Coach Walton. Fine man right there. All right, the phone number 618-762-3275, although the phone lines are full, but keep trying. Let's go to the phones. You are on the air. Who is this, and where are you calling from, and what's your bold prediction?
Hey, this is Rabbi calling on behalf of Baked, and I hope you enjoyed those cars I sent you this year.
I did. I got one right here.
And if you didn't know, they're also stickers.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right, well, what's your prediction? Drive by?
My prediction? All right, let me tell you. Matt Cardona is going to be Logan Paul's job guy on one of the either PLEs or Saturday Night main events. Basically one of the non-average Raw or SmackDowns. And that's my prediction.
He's going to be facing Logan Paul.
It's going to be the job guy for Logan Paul.
Okay, he's going to be the job guy for Logan Paul on a non-television event, so a Saturday night's main event or a PLE.
That's right.
All right, I want to thank you very much for the call. Some people are they're like, all right, I'm going to play it safe here, you know? I'm going to play it safe, so if we have a multi-person tie, or if nobody else gets anything right, I'll win. But there's always predictions I think are obviously going to happen, and they never do. Every single year.
That one was very specific.
It was very specific. It's not a television match. It has to be on a Saturday night's main event or a PLE. All right, let's go to the phones. You are on the air. Who is this? What's your bold prediction for 2026?
Hi, Brian. Hi, Tom. This is Dave the One Man Ray from Evansville, Indiana. And my bold prediction is that Vincent Kennedy McMahon will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2026, which would mark, as he would call, his triumphant return to the company.
So that means he's going to go in this year over WrestleMania.
Around the same time, yes.
Okay.
He would be making an appearance that weekend.
All right. I want to thank you very much for the... he dropped. So Vince McMahon going into the Hall of Fame this year.
No. He said Vince McMahon will make an appearance around the time of the Hall of Fame.
I could have sworn he said the Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah, but then you cut him off as he was explaining himself.
Well, I will allow him to call back and clarify that because my finger was on that drop button. I apologize for that.
Who was that? Was that Drive-By again?
No, it was a different person. All right. Yeah,
it was Rabbite, you fool.
Oh, Rabbite. Is that what it was?
Yes.
I thought he said Drive-By.
Big Roman Reigns fan.
All right. Hey, listen, you're supposed to make one prediction, and I had my finger on the button because make your prediction, and we got to go to the next caller. But I will allow that guy to email me or text me or call back and clarify his prediction so that we know it for sure for next year.
Yeah, get that text in, the text line.
Yeah, any of them. All right, I'll give them to you in a second. Let's go to the phones. You're on the air. Who is this? What's your bold prediction for 2026?
Hello, my name is Markel C. Slaughter. I'm calling in for a prediction for 2026. My prediction is that Detroit Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams, a.k.a. Dat Boy Jameson Williams, is going to make an appearance at a pro wrestling show in any capacity. So he could be ringside, he could be in the crowd, no matter what. And that's my prediction.
So he's just going to be at a show. But will he'll have the graphic and be recognized or everything like that, or fans are just gonna have to say he's there?
It probably doesn't matter, graphic or not. I would prefer it be with a graphic, but
okay.
I say no.
He'll be acknowledged
because I know how. Yeah, he'll be acknowledged.
Okay. All right. I want to thank you very much for the call. We're going to head to the break, everybody. 618-762-3275. Back in a moment with more of the Prediction Show, Wrestling Observer Live. Check out this free video and make sure you hit like and subscribe.
If Truth didn't have the best weekend in this company, then Mr. Iguana did.
Oh, yeah, this guy is over, dude.
We'll get to him in the Worlds Collide review. But
he's got merch up on WWE shop.
He's going to make so much
He's got these
money.
kids that want to see more Mr. Iguana.
Yeah. So
his face paint is so funny.
I must stop you right here. It's not face paint.
Oh, would you stop?
It's head paint.
Yeah,
he paints his whole damn head.
It looks like he gets held upside down and they just dunk his head in green paint.
Yes.
It's absolutely bizarre.
And when he's not wrestling, he wears the round silver spectacles.
Yes.
And
he
flicks his tongue constantly.
Yes.
As an iguana would. And Del Toro and Octagon do whatever, and people are patient, but they don't care. And then Iguana tags in, and they are hyped. It took about 7 seconds to make himself my favorite luchador. He starts, I forget who he's in there with, but the guy offers a handshake, and so he licks it because he's an iguana, and then he gets hit with a shoulder tackle, or it's a chop. He takes a chop, he drops to his back, he sticks all four limbs straight in the air.
Yes.
He's playing dead like an iguana would. So then he brings in the puppet. I didn't get the puppet's name. I should have used it 50 times. But it's an iguana puppet that he thinks is real. Well, sometimes.
Already up on WWE Shop.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You know if Harley Cameron's doll is on the AEW?
I do not know.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
So he starts doing spots with the puppet in his mouth. He lets the puppet try to get the pin. And amidst all the silliness, Conan says, you know this Mr. Iguana, he's most popular with children.
I liked how as soon as the puppet started doing spots, Corey Graves goes, is that legal in Mexico? And without skipping a beat, Conan goes, yes.
Low on the list of things you will see in a Lucha Libre match, especially in AAA. So he starts using the puppet more as a weapon, or as a distraction, I should say. But it ends up with Lindsay Dorado getting a hold of this puppet, and he snaps. And he stomps the puppet. And he grabs the puppet, and he Spanish flies the puppet. This crowd is outraged. They're pissed. They're furious. But you know he's even more pissed and furious?
It got more heat than anything else. Maybe on the entire show,
Mr.
Actually.
Goddamn Iguana.
They were
who's
furious.
Seething, and his eyes are breaking out, and he snaps and just rips ass. He grabs his own lizard and is whipping these guys with it. And then they remember it's just a puppet, and they stop selling.
This was a very, very fun match. I liked it a lot. And there's a lot to learn here about marketing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back here on the show. Bryan Alvarez here. It's a prediction show. A couple of things, and we'll go back to the phones. Number one, if you would like to give us a call, you must call. You can either dial 618-762-3275. That is 618-762-3275. Or you can use the international web browser line if you're out of the country or anywhere. callinstudio.com/show/WOL. That is callinstudio.com/show/WOL. And if you are the guy that made the Vince McMahon prediction, send me a text message right now, 425-780-7566, and clarify your prediction so we don't get it wrong next year. And I am going to do one last thing, which is breaking from tradition. I am going to allow one person to not call in, and that person is Lance Storm, because he was sitting around waiting for the show Friday, and it didn't happen because of technical difficulties. And so his prediction is in 2026, there will be a week where TNA Impact on AMC beats AEW Dynamite in the ratings. It may be due to a day or time slot change for Dynamite, but it will happen. So that's Lance's prediction. And Tom will get yours after the next break. But let's go back to the phones here. You are on the air. Who is this? Where are you calling from? What's your bold prediction for 2025?
Hey, this is your main man, Philip from Simi Valley, California.
Yes, Sandman. What's up?
And
not my main man.
And my prediction is that tonight on Raw, there'll be the Stranger Things segment, and the kids will witness walking through the Jericho Vortex, Chris Jericho appearing in WWE, and then at the Royal Rumble, Gunther will run rapid and eliminate people before he's eliminated by Chris Jericho, which will start a feud that will lead to WrestleMania, where Gunther will make Chris Jericho quit and retire.
Wow, that's a very detailed prediction. All right, I want to thank you very much for the call. That guy's not messing around.
That's a good one.
He's in it to win it, brother.
I don't know. It seems a bit early, though, for Jericho to come back and retire at WrestleMania, but hey, perhaps.
All right, let's go to the phones. You are on the air. Who is this? Where are you calling from? What's your bold prediction?
How you doing, boys? This is Ryan from Ann Arbor, and my bold prediction is, listen, it's cinema. It's going to happen. The Miz will wrestle iShow Speed at SummerSlam.
The Miz versus iShow Speed at SummerSlam.
Cinema.
All right, I want to thank you very much for the call. Every year there's a prediction where it's like, golly, that might actually happen.
There's been a lot.
And then it doesn't. It's amazing. Whoa. It's amazing how people are unable to predict the future, even in pro wrestling, where they book in such obvious ways sometimes. All right, let's go to the phones. You're on the air. Who is this? What's your bold prediction for 2025?
Hi, this is Dave from north of Detroit.
Dave from where?
North of Detroit.
Okay, Detroit. What's your prediction?
I predict that Chris Jericho will send Lenny Lane to Raw tonight to sign a contract and return to Dynamite on Wednesday.
Chris Jericho will...
He's sending Lenny Lane.
Send Lenny Lane. Okay.
To sign the contract for him tonight on Raw.
Okay. Well, that's a bold one, all right. That's a bold one. So one of these years, something like that's going to win, and I can't wait. I need to live long enough for it to happen.
I don't even, if Lenny Lane shows up tonight, I don't even know what I'll do.
All right, let's go to the international web caller line. Munashi is on the air. Munashi, what's going on? What's your prediction for 2026?
I'll shave my head.
Yeah, you can shave your head. I think I can predict that. But seriously, though, first of all, Happy New Year to you guys. And my bold prediction, I had to change mine on the fly. And my prediction is that at this year's F4W convention, the Chop and Roll Express will make one more appearance to face off against Big Vinny V and Craig.
Okay. I want to thank you very much for the call, Munashi. Why is everyone putting people up to these statements? Predictions.
I wish that were the case, but I don't think that's only a few months away. I keep seeing these WrestleMania shows getting announced, and I'm like, there's no way.
Dude, we'll all be equally mobile. You, Craig, Vinny, and me, we just have to brawl. It could be done, dude. It could be done because there ain't much else any of us can do.
Why shouldn't it just be a handicap match? You against the three of us, me,
God.
Craig, and Vinny.
Let's go to the phones. You're on the air. Who is this? What's your bold prediction for 2026?
Hi, this is Coach Pat from Colchester, Connecticut.
Another
And
coach.
my
What's up,
prediction-
Pat?
Hey, go Bobcats. My prediction is that Joe Hendry and Chris Jericho will face off at WrestleMania in a program, and the Honky Tonk Man will be involved in some fashion.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Please. I don't know if I've ever wanted a prediction to happen before.
I want to thank you very much for the call. Chris Jericho and Joe Hendry and the Honky Tonk Man. All right. Battle of the Musicians. Let's go to the phones. You're on the air. Who is this? What's your bold prediction for 2026?
Yeah, my name is Chuck. I'm from Philly. Go Birds. And I'm going to give this prediction that is probably going to be the only one to say in this, but I'm going to say that my girl Bailey is going to leave WWE this year and go to join her best friend Mercedes in AEW as her old moniker on the Indies, Davina Rose. Let's go.
All right. I want to thank you very much for the call. Bailey leaves to go to AEW to join Mercedes. Did she just re-sign? I don't know if she did or not. I feel like maybe she did. But you know what? Mercedes was under contract and she left, so we shall see. Let's go to the phones. You're on the air. Who is this? What's your bold prediction for 2026?
This is Austin from Richmond, Virginia. My prediction is we will have the Wednesday Night Wars Round 2. Either TNA or NXT will go head-to-head with Dynamite permanently.
So at some point this year, somebody's moving to Wednesday night to go against Dynamite. All right. I want to thank you very much for the call. He happily disconnected himself there. All right. To the international web browser line, Will is on the air. What's up, Will? What's your prediction?
Hi, Brian. It's Will from Northern Ireland. And my prediction this year is that there will be no NXT UK. There will be no NXT Europe again. WWE is more interested in Saudi Arabia now than they are in Europe or UK.
So you mean there's going to be no shows that run in the UK?
No, you know the way Triple H has said, we're...
Looks like he may have dropped.
Yeah, and there's also there was an amendment earlier. This guy here, Gung Fugelman, said his connection sucked. He predicted Jericho sends Lenny Lane to Raw while returning to AEW on Wednesday.
I see. So Lenny Lane. So that would mean that AEW and WWE would basically have to be working together.
They'd be in cahoots.
Yeah. Well, I don't expect that one to happen. So I think what he was saying, and listen, if we don't get the prediction right, send me a text message because there's at least one other that we need clarification on. 425-780-7566. That's only for clarifications for predictions we've already read. I'm not taking any predictions via text. But you're saying NXT will not run any shows in the UK this year, correct?
No, I believe it's about NXT Europe not happening.
So, but I mean, there is no NXT Europe. I didn't know there was going to be an NXT Europe.
Well, it had been mentioned. And then he also mentioned them being focused on Saudi Arabia. So I don't know if maybe he thinks there's going to be an NXT Middle East or something.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find out.
All right. Let's go to the phones. You're on the air. Who is this? And what is your bold prediction for 2026?
Hello, Brian. This is Matthew from Los Altos. And my bold prediction is that WrestleMania weekend, at the NXT show WrestleMania weekend, Obafemi wins the NOAH GHC heavyweight title. It's going to be NXT versus GHC champion, and Obafemi will be a double champion. And he will lose the GHC title without defending it in Japan. He'll defend it on an NXT show and lose it back.
All right. I want to thank you very much for the call. A lot would have to happen there because,
well,
I think Obafemi's been called up. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's going to wrestle on the NXT show over Mania weekend. But we'll see.
Although Brian, the current GHC heavyweight champion, still after last weekend, is Inamura.
You could do it, dude. I want Inamura to come back and defend that title. I'd be more than happy with that. All right, to the phones. You are on the air. Who is this? And what's your bold prediction for 2026?
Yes, this is Ray in Austin, Texas. And my bold prediction is that in this year, we will see in an AEW ring, Swerve Strickland versus Keith Lee.
Wow, Keith Lee's going to come back, and the feud after 4 years will finally culminate?
Yes, because Tony Khan never forgets.
Well, that is true. He does never forget. I want to thank you very much for the call. All right, very quickly, Will in the UK, Ireland, clarify your prediction real quick.
It's calling back again. It was to clarify that Triple H has said before there will be an NXT UK, there will be an NXT Europe. You know the way we used to have an NXT UK here with a separate belt?
And you're saying that won't happen?
No, he's commented on it before, and why I bring it up is obviously WWE is going to come out to Europe again now in the next coming days, and everybody here
hold on,
gets
stand by.
Have you suffered sports betting losses?
Sorry.
It's a fight for you to see you get back what you have lost.
Will. Okay, Will, for the third time, real quick, what's your prediction?
NXT Europe, NXT UK won't happen. There won't be separate belts. It'll never happen.
Okay, thank you very much for the call. That was a good one there. I should give him a prize just for that. We made it. All right, listen, we got 5 minutes left, and we got to do last year's predictions. So if you've got a prediction, you got to make it quick here because we got to get everybody on the line. You are on the air. Who is this? What's your bold prediction for 2025?
Just get up on the mic right outside of Philly. My prediction is that Javon is not going to win anything all year, and then he's actually going to start a losing streak, and then instead of paying it off, he just gets lost in the shuffle.
Well, I'm glad and also distressed that you made it through. Thank you very much for the call. Golly, God help me.
Have a good one, guys.
All right. Thank you very much for the call. All right. Let's go to the phones. You are on the air. What is your bold prediction for 2026?
Hello, this is Chris from Burbank, California, and I believe that this year, being that it's the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania X17, The Rock and Austin will be inducted into the Hall of Fame as a match. And as a wacky prediction, Limp Bizkit, the WWE's favorite rock band, because of their music video for that match, will be inducted into the Celebrity Hall of Fame also.
Oh, really? I want to thank you very much for the call. I can see that. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I actually could see all of that happening.
Yeah. You think you're special.
That was a good prediction.
You're due. I can see it in your
Okay, we got to go to the phones. You're on the air. Who is this? What's your bold prediction for 2026?
My name is Johnny, and I'm from Covington, Kentucky. Not sure what it is, but something will happen. We'll set the wheels in motion for MJF to go to WWE.
Oh, man, every year we have this one. I want to thank you very much for the call. We had that one last year, too. It's like people are going to predict it every year until someone gets a hit. Let's go to the phones. You are on the air. What is your bold prediction for 2026?
Hi, this is Thomas from Madison, Wisconsin. My bold prediction for 2026 is that AEW will introduce a Women's Continental Classic with a Women's Continental title. Because, Tony loves his belts.
Well, he does love his belts. And, if you look at the success of the Continental Classic, even during the terrible month of December, I can see him deciding he's going to do another one. So a Women's Continental Classic, I don't know, maybe in the summer. That actually could be the winner. I am going to boldly state that might be the winner. Tom, do you have a prediction?
I have a bold prediction, two-parted. One, Lorenzo Fertitta will purchase TNA Wrestling, and also Lacey Evans will run for and win office.
Wow.
Political office.
I predict by the end of this year, Javon Evans is a world champion in WWE.
Wow.
That's going to be my prediction. Yep. Probably just screwed the poor guy. All right, let's go to the phones. Who is this, and what is your bold prediction for 2026?
Hello, this is John from Milwaukee, and I predict that you, Bryan Alvarez, will interview timeless Toni Storm on this very show, and she will be more truthful and forthcoming in gimmick than when Juice Robinson was on the show a few years ago.
Well, that part wouldn't be hard. All right. I want to thank you very much for the call. Now I got to try and make that happen. Then that guy owes me the plaque. All right, two more here. You are on the air. What is your bold prediction for 2026?
Hub from Arizona, and I am predicting an NXT call-up to the main roster, Ava, who will take on an authority role in either Raw or SmackDown.
Ava will be called up to be an authority figure on Raw or SmackDown. All right. I want to thank you very much for the call. People are playing it safe in a lot of ways this year. I have to say that. All right, last one. You are the main eventer. Tommy is on the international web browser line, even though he's not international. Tommy, what is your prediction?
My prediction is that Sheamus will still go wanting for the Intercontinental title, and Bayley will leave WWE at the end of her contract.
So Sheamus is going to win the Intercontinental title or just go for it again?
No, he is not going to win it this year, and Bayley's going to leave.
All right, so thank you very much for the call. Sheamus will not win the Intercontinental title, and Bayley is going to leave. And that was, in fact, that was the last one, everybody. That sound means we're disconnected.
Sheamus just had shoulder surgery.
I know. Well, well, Bayley would also have to leave. So here's the thing, everybody. This is why you always have to be bold, okay? I've got the list of last year's predictions. Most of them were wrong. 3 of them were kind of right, although one was more right than the others. There's actually 4, okay? So I'm going to go through these. I need you all to think about which one you think is the winner because we have more than one this year, which is better than usual. So, Carlos in Houston predicted, in an effort for Netflix to do more cross-promotion, WWE will host a Squid Game-themed episode of Raw in 2025. That is a fail, but how ironic that tonight it is a Stranger Things-themed edition of Raw. So that was not a bad prediction, but he was wrong. Coach Walton said for the first time ever in North American TV history, we will get a 60-minute time limit draw in AEW featuring a women's title match. That was a fail. Tom from St. Louis said, we will get Tanahashi and John Cena in the same ring at some point. That was, I thought, a good prediction, but it was a fail. And then Dennis from Germany here says, Kenny Omega and Okada will not only face each other one time, they will face each other 2 times this year in AEW. They had a match at All In, and they also were on opposite sides of a 6-man in December of 2024. It was Omega and the Bucks versus Okada, Takeshi, and Echicero. It was not 2 singles matches, but they did wrestle each other twice in 2026. So that, I would say, is a minor hit.
You said 2024.
Well,
what dates
whatever.
are these?
Whatever. No, no, I didn't say 2024.
Yes, you did.
Oh, well, no. Anyway, whatever. Tom, Tara from Marietta. Obviously, there's a prediction for 2025. The point of 2024 is we knew in 2024 that they were going to be facing each other All In. So the question is, do you consider that 6-man them being in the ring with each other? Kenny will win the AEW title. This is Tara. From Moxley at Double or Nothing, defend against Okada at All In, and lose to Ospreay at the end of 2025. That was all wrong. Matthew in Nashville was the guy that predicted MJF will join WWE. That was a fail. Ryan in Ann Arbor said a sitting member of the House of Representatives will take a bump on WWE programming. That was a fail. Matt from Los Altos said Gabe Kidd would win the G1. Omega was going to beat Zack for the IWGP title at Forbidden Door, and Gabe would beat Omega for the title at the Tokyo Dome. None of that happened. Kevin in San Jose might be a year early, he says, but Rhea will win Money in the Bank, cash in, and win a men's title. And that was a fail. Austin from Asheville said the on-air mentioning of competition will increase between WWE and AEW. And I said that was a fail. He said it would be pettier and stupider. I don't think that's happened, like on-air mentioning back and forth, so no, that was a fail. Chris from Central California, we will see Penta and Phoenix reunited in an AEW ring. That was a fail. And it would have actually been a fail in AAA, too, because Penta got hurt. Jeff from Sheffield says, at some point, the 3 Musketeers will share the ring one last time. Tanahashi, Shibata, and Nakamura. The problem was, first off, Nakamura couldn't go, and second off,
it was a new year.
It was a new year, yeah. Aaron from The Loop says there will be an episode of Raw on Netflix. It will be 90 minutes or fewer in length. That's a fail. I know some people will say that's true, but it's a fail. If I need to explain why, I can do it tomorrow, but that's a fail.
Mine was like 132 anyways, or 130.
It was over, yeah.
93 minutes.
But it actually, it wasn't really. Anyway, Marcelo tried to predict something about me and Mike, but his phone died. Johnny in California, from California, said around 4:20, we will have a 7.5-star match likely from AEW. That did not happen. Thomas from Ireland, Shinsuke Nakamura will beat Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. That did not happen.
No.
And then Rabbite here, Rabbite again, he predicted even though SmackDown will be 3 hours, there still will not be time for Blair Davenport. And in fact,
wow,
She did not appear on SmackDown a single time. She was supposed to be put in the secret Hervis, but they actually cut her in February.
Oh, she got cut that early?
Yep. She never made an appearance on SmackDown.
Wow, drive-by. Good one.
So drive-by here. He's currently, I think, the winner. Brandon from Virginia Beach on night 2 of Mania. Sheamus will defeat Braun Breaker in the opener to win the U.S. title, or the Intercontinental title. That did not happen. Mike Sempervivi says another ESPN story will dribble out about Lee Fitting, and then another, and he will finally step away from WWE. That did not happen. Ethan from Columbus said TNA will join AEW and WWE on a streaming service, specifically Paramount Plus, which was a fail, but they actually got a much bigger deal. Daryl from Yonkers says Shane McMahon will have his final match by the end of the year against a luchador, which is, we ridiculed him, but what's funny is that actually could have happened after AAA got purchased, but it didn't. I predicted at some point in 2025 the McDonald's Happy Meal toy would be WWE themed, which did not happen. Cletus Ronald Stronghold III. Bojangles will become a sponsor of the World Wrestling Federation, and King Kong Bundy will rise again. That did not happen. Drew in California. I believe it all in front of 40,000 fans. Okada and Omega will have a 7.5-star match. And they did wrestle, although that was known at the end of 2024. And it was 20,000 fans. And Dave didn't even give it 5 stars. So that's a fail. Marcelo in Denver. Brian and Mike will be named in an AEW angle for a future pay-per-view, which was a fail. And he said the Broncos would win the Super Bowl, which was a double fail. So there you go. Jason from Fresno said that Takeshita will be the AEW champion. Brandon in Pittsburgh said that AJ Lee will return and have a match in WWE, and Mike and I added a mixed tag of Punk and AJ versus Seth and Becky. That is a hit right there. First sanctioned pro wrestling match in Antarctica, said Ben. That didn't happen. And then finally, a robot predicted that robots would take over everything in wrestling, and the robot killed the show and the phone stopped working. That was the end of last year's prediction show. So, the finalists, everybody. The finalists. And Tom, you can give your opinion before the break. This person who predicted Kenny and Okada would face each other twice in AEW, and that happened once in the match we all knew about and the other in a 6-man tag. Or Rabbite, who predicted even though SmackDown would go to 3 hours, there would be no time for Blair Davenport. That is true. She got cut and was never on SmackDown the entire year. And Brandon, who predicted AJ would return and have a match in WWE. Those are the top 3. Tom, what is your pick? Blair or AJ? Let's do it.
AJ Lee.
AJ Lee. All right, everybody. Go up to my Twitter right now. I'm putting the poll up. You got 2 minutes to vote. Ready, set, go. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful.
It's Bryan Alvarez and Big Vinny V, and we hope that you enjoy the show.
Should I do one more time? Huh? I played the entire song before realizing I had not hit record.
I figured as much.
So I had to start the entire show over again. Uh-oh. Is my internet down? My internet died. Yeah. All right. Stand by, everybody. Hi, everybody. We're back. And we're just gonna barrel on through, right, Vinny? What do we have on that Facebook thing? Now it says no audio. Jared, do we have audio?
I can hear you.
Honestly, what is going on?
Yeah, we just watched a movie about this.
What is up with my internet? Lost everybody again. Curry says no problems with the Big Vinny V show.
His words.
Not since the first one.
I was going to say, the very first one was a
many
disaster.
problems. Many problems.
We've had quite a few.
Yeah, and you know what I do? I just barrel on through.
Brian.
Barrel on through should be the name of this show. What the hell's going on this week? Like, every single show, something goes terribly wrong. Today, I didn't have the music set to go at first. Then I got it set to go, but I forgot to hit record. Finally, I hit record and got the song going right. Golly. One disaster after another here. We're starting 15 minutes late. I still can't find the video, Jared. Is it up? Where is everything? Granny's joining us here today via phone. We cannot connect our audio or video. It's a blank screen. I don't know what's going on. What are we doing? Should we just quit today? I don't know what the problem is, Granny. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what's going on. We still have no video. I got a question. Where's the goddamn video at?
You gotta fire Jared.
All right, now it's up. Hello, everybody.
This is the one you told me to do last week, Undertaker plus Psycho Kid.
Okay.
Are you done laughing?
Yeah, we're done.
Yes, Granny, I apologize.
There'll be more.
Then Psycho Sid comes out with blonde curly hair. Hard to pull. Lasts a while before he gets out of it. I had to give that a 10.
A 10.
Oh, wow.
Undertaker won a match and a belt. That's a 10 on the Granny scale.
Victor is still at it more than ever this week, as far as the soaps go.
Hell of a report, Granny.
All right.
That was a 10 on the Granny soap opera report scale.
Okay, just a minute.
Jared, you're forgiven. Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. Well, I put it to a vote. The top two, even though SmackDown will be 3 hours, there still will be not time for Blair Davenport, as well as Brandon, who predicted AJ Lee will return and have a match in WWE. And I have polled everybody on Twitch. I have polled everyone on the YouTube chat. And I put a poll up on Twitter, and I asked Tom. And I am pleased to announce that the winner of the 2025 prediction contest is Brandon from Pittsburgh, who predicted AJ Lee will return and have a match in WWE. 72.1% voted for the AJ prediction, 27% for the really odd but accurate prediction that Blair Davenport would never appear on SmackDown.
And SmackDown was not always 3 hours.
It was not always 3 hours. It did go back to 2 hours, yeah. But you're the winner, Brandon, so congratulations. Email me and get me all your information, f4wonline@gmail.com or brian@wrestlingobserver.com, and you will have a beautiful, beautiful prize shipped to you, unlike last year, very soon, and we can celebrate your big win. A new winner of the Observer Live Prediction Contest, Brandon in Pittsburgh. And Rabbite, congratulations on taking second place. That was a very good prediction.
Yes. AKA drive-by.
Yeah, and Dennis from Germany as well. That was a pretty good one. We had some good predictions last year, and we had some interesting ones this year.
I thought we had some very good predictions this year. I'll be interested to go back next year and see who's going to be the winner.
Who will be a prognosticator and who will be a fool. We'll be back tomorrow, everybody. I'll be back later on tonight with Dave, and we had 3 shows yesterday covering SmackDown, Collision, the Tokyo Dome show, and everything else this weekend, so check those out as a subscriber. And very quickly, if you're a subscriber on Spotify, all of the videos of these shows will now be part of your subscription as well, so check that out, f4wonline.com/Spotify. And we'll talk to you again after a while.